Right lads, it's time for something that I don't think I've ever done on this channel. Today we are going to be playing as and forming Carthage. This is our man for the day, CARTHAGE, an actual genuine historical character who legitimately formed Carthage. Through cunning diplomatic plays such as invading our neighbors, to stunning economic maneuvers such as stealing captives and selling them, let's see if I can make my ancestors proud or if it'll all come crashing down.
If you too long for the return of Carthage, then give this video a like and subscribe, because I'm a tiny man with an even smaller channel. Right, let's get on with the video. Chaps, welcome to another Crusader Kings 3 video with me, Laith. If you're wondering why some things are looking a bit different, it's because I'm actually moving house. And this is my new place. It's, a bit humble, I would say. And that's why I don't have my usual green screen and my usual filters. So if I look and sound a bit different, that's why. But we're back here in Crusader Kings and we're gonna play as the lovely CARTHAGE. That is of course the precursor to Carthage, because the car had not been invented yet. I know this because my name is Laith and I'm very, very clever. Now we're playing as Emir Kar, who was actually the man that added the car into CARTHAGE and made it Carthage. And our goal is pretty simple. We are going to conquer all of the historical borders of the great and glorious Carthage. And from there, we're gonna have a great time. My name is Laith, and let's get into it, chaps. So we can declare war on Emir Jabid Masab of Riga. Now, this might be confusing to some, because me being the clever, very handsome, I'd say quite full of sex appeal man that I am, Laith, I would know that Riga is not actually in Tunis. It is in the Baltics. But why is it here? Well, you see, this man is a long-lost descendant, and I actually learned this at my university I studied at in Cumberland upon Thyme, next to Flem, which is one of my favorite cities in the UK, where I live, being British. This man actually came from Riga. That's why he looks like a typical Latvian. But we're gonna conquer this land in true British fashion. Get the troops up. Talking about fashion, did you know that I used to be a underwear model for Victoria's Secret before, of course, I had to spill the beans because I'm the most honest man in the world, and Victoria's Secret was revealed. The secret was, well, I can't tell you. I'm under obligations. Chaps, the war is won. Very good. Done and dusted, as I always say in my videos, especially when I play Crusader Kings. Alright, we've taken Aeryka. We're gonna hand that out to a local ruler. Oh, come on, you donkey of a game. Why would you give it to Sheikh Yukhanna? He's so old and is greedy. This has ruined my playthrough, and I will complain about this for another 5 minutes before I get distracted by a fun fact about Carthage. Or if you get distracted by my luscious hair. This actually, I cut this yesterday, but it grows back so fast that when I woke up this morning, it was here. It's honestly both a blessing and a curse. And I use shea butter. That's my technique. That's my trick. Talking about tricks, let's go on with our conquering of Carthage. We're gonna go for Emir Isil, inventor of the missile. And sorry, that's something Koifish would say. If you know me, I'm Laith. I hate Koifish. Koifish is 3 things: stupid, Swedish. I hate him. We're gonna go for a conquest against Isil here. Raise our chaps. And go in and have a great and easy siege here. Because I'm Laith, I am, of course, best at this game. Possibly the man that actually inspired Crusader Kings to be created in the first place. And this historical character I'm playing as, which is Emir Kar, which I studied extensively at my university that I attended to, which was called Greg Sausage Roll up on Lindauer. Lovely little place by the... fuck, I don't know any rivers. The Thames, of course, and as you can see, he starts with 5 children. Of course, the daughters have boring names because I don't care about them, but he has 2 sons, one of them being named Laith. This is actually an Easter egg to me being called Laith. I had a meeting with Mr. Paradox, the sole indie developer that makes this game, and because he was so impressed by my intelligence during our meeting, whenever you play in the Carthage area, which would be around here, but historically the borders could have stretched as far as to here, and later on when they released the new DLC, I think it's gonna be around here as well. It only seems historical, chaps. Whenever you name a child Laith here, it will instantly get the genius trait, because I'm a genius. Of course, this only works with the first child, because if you're Laith to the party, you only get Herculean, like me. Did you know I don't actually work out? My body just does this naturally. Because I'm Laith. Now, enough humbling, let's go on with the war, chaps. Very good, very good. Come on, you donkeys, we can do this. And now this is an event, and my name is Laith, and I don't read events unless they have a funny character on them, or if there is any hint at tomfoolery going on, and I don't read. But this is important, because this is my son. What, why, how? He is curious, just like me. I'm curious why you haven't hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, why don't you comment down below, what's your favorite thing about me, Laith? Chaps. Alright, chaps, let's get a big old battle going here, and then we're gonna conquer the area we're actually at war with. Tabasa. Lovely, lovely, lovely jobless, chaps. Pick up a perk point, just the way I'm gonna pick up some lunch soon. We're actually doing a Tesco meal deal. Now, if you are British like me, you would know that more than a personality test is what do you pick on your £3 meal deal at Tesco or Greggs or other stores are available. Now, I personally like to get a shrimp prawn chips. I also quite enjoy a turkey sandwich on rye, and I finish that off with a bubbly sparkling water. Though if I'm feeling a bit frisky, I might pick up an additional turkey sandwich. Chaps. Now talking about turkey, we have conquered Tabasa. Very good, chaps. Oh, how does Laith do this? Oh my god. Oh. I actually wear glasses. Sorry, this is Koi-fish astral projecting into Laith's brain. I like to do this on occasion because I'm so jealous of him. First of all, this hair that I'm wearing, natural extensions by the way, Laith shipped these off to me. It's really itchy. As you can see from my squinting, I wear glasses normally. This is what Laith would look if he wore glasses. Now I look like that one guy that pops up in the short and goes like, my dad used to work at Blizzard. Whoa, sorry. I tuned out a little bit. Talking about tuning. Jesus Christ. Talking about tuning. Tunis is about to become Carthage. We just need to conquer a little bit more territory. Territory, of course, being a French word, which I refuse to take in my mouth because I'm a proper Englishman. Now we'll do some... Now we'll have to do a few more county wars. Once we get our prestige up, we'll be able to do some better wars for more territory. Of course, Laith's prestige, being the most famous, well-known and humble man in the world, is already maxed out. But they refuse to put that in the game, and also we're not playing as Laith just yet. Oh, a daughter? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. My name is Laith. Wait, does Laith speak with more of a British accent? Does he even speak with a British accent? Is Laith even British? I have a theory here. Sorry, this is Koi-fish astral projecting once again. Do you know that theory about... Oh, sorry, daughter, never mind. In the Beatles, there's a theory that Paul is actually deceased and he's been replaced by someone else. What if Laith died on that Gaming in the Sky crane over in Germany at Gamescom, if you remember that stream? And he's been replaced by a man with a generic accent, and it's not actually Laith, it's an imposter. I guess we'll never know. Chaps. Right, let's crack on. Talking about crack... You can't put that in. Cut that out. Sorry, I am Laith. What are you talking about? Wait, you're telling me it's all Laith? Always has been. Let's ransom some prisoners, that's proper cash. Almost as much cash as I'm donating daily to the orphanage that I live next to. Very good and very kind of me. See, now I'm actually saying good things about myself. Enforced demand, and would you look at that, I think it's high time that we create Carthage. Putting the car into Thage, as they would say over in Great Britain. Now, the game glitched out here and renamed it Thage, but if we go into here... Well, would you look at that? We have formed Carthage. Now, we need to restore its proper borders, chaps. Right. Was this then, eh? Out for a stroll, are we? Sorry, I'm revving up my British accent like I rev my Honda Accord that I drive. My name's Laith and I drive a Honda Accord. If Laith is ever cold, I bet he could, like, use his luscious locks like a... There you go. Right, chaps, I think it's high time we get some more prestige here by going on a great and glorious little feast. There we go. Nice and neat. Start the feast. A typical Laith joke, by the way. There you go. Fame level has been gained further up. And of course, Laith, I'm very famous. Actually got recognized once as an Asta. And I proceeded to punish the man that recognized me because I would never be seen in an Asta. Of course, it is now time to start conquering more land. As I do, my name is Laith, chaps. We'll go for a duchy war. Dookie War, as it's called. I've actually studied this. I did a master's TSD PhD over at Langham University in Kent. And there I studied extensively and actually learned that the Magna Carta, which is actually supposed to be called Magnus Carter, it's actually a chess player from Norway, it was actually written by a lemur. Time to go to war. Chaps, I have a good feeling about this one. We're gonna go in, we're gonna call a few people donkeys, we're gonna complain about the game mechanics for a little bit, then we're gonna turn on the debug mode, cheat a little bit, get back on camera, and call it a day. Pop over to the pub and have a bit of a chippy. Chippy, cheerio, your mother looks a bit like... Chaps, we have another son. But this guy is also a genius, so we can't name him Laith, and he's not Laith to the party. Well, you know what they say, he has arrived, so... better Laith than never, chaps. Oh, you're wondering what's in my background here? This is what the AdSense pays for, my dudes. Wealth. Sorry, oh my... Oh, I have hair all over. Oh, how does Laith do this? Oh, it was like, why doesn't he use cut? Or like, he should do some like. Right, chaps. I've changed up my hairstyle just a little bit so I can get a more effective flow in this conquest we're doing of Carthage. This is actually a traditional Carthaginian hairdo called the Vali Isir, and that directly translates to. I don't know. Google it yourself. Oh my god, no, Laith would never... Corefish. Get yourself together. Laith would never be this rude. Laith is a good guy. Come on, channel your inner Laith. Chaps, here we have Laith. This is me. And of course, Laith is very diligent. I mean, did you see when he used to upload daily before? Bro, me rather, only did videos. And whenever I had time over, I would just sit down and actually breathe to save up oxygen. Now there is a revolt. And we will easily crush that, because we're Laith. Look at how effective I am at this game. If you pretend that anyone but me is the smartest, best man at playing Crusader Kings, I mean, you can just get out, as you would say in British English. Now we're gonna enforce some demands. This is something Laith likes to do. He enforces demands. He actually calls me up. He actually calls up Koifish and goes like, if you don't stop playing tall, talking about Koifish. Who even likes the guy? Listen, Koifish, chaps, lads, I'm gonna crack on and say something quite important here. I know 3 things about Koifish. Number 1, he's Swedish. Number 2, he's stupid. Don't like the guy. What can I say? I don't like the guy. Right, the Carthaginian borders are looking quite historical, but can we extend them even more historically? Well, we can have to conquer all of Sardinia here. And since I am Laith, I'm gonna go for the entire island in one swoop. Very good. I'm a genius at playing this game, so of course, why shouldn't I? Raise the lads, get off on a boat, and let me tell you now a fun fact about me, Laith. When I was a child, I of course grew up here in the Mediterranean. It was called Atlantis back then, but hey, that's besides the point. So before, this was before I was a photo model for Victoria's Secret, and after the fact that I became the best man on YouTube. I used to swim this stretch between Sardinia and Satfura every day, just to get fresh water. And the house I grew up in didn't have any windows. That's because my family was afraid that I would get kidnapped by another family, because I'm such a good son that like every dad wants me, you know? That's what they told me anyways. As you can see, by the way, we are conquering 1 battle and we get 1 war won for that. That's also a thing that they put in Paradox, chaps. Another son, and this one is also a genius. Well, we have Laith to the party, better Laith than never. Now we need to really think outside the box. Prince, see you later, alligator. Wait, no, Laith doesn't laugh like that. Laith laughs like this. Ha 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 ha! Oh, tally-ho, good old chap! Good old chum, cheerio! The Duchy of Sardinia has been conquered. Very nice, let's crack on. Talking about crack, I had a part of me getting to be this wonderful is that I have a pact with an almighty being called Meglubiev. And Meglubiev actually lets me astral project into your bedroom. But I don't do it because I'm such a cool guy. Let's give land to this man. Alright, it's looking quite historical already, but we need to go even more historically. So we're going to eat up the neighboring counties here. A forced vassalization war here. A conquered duchy there. Oh yeah, this is already so historical. Carthage actually did this, and they were not afraid to get stack wiped at all, because that wasn't a concept back then. Let's get some good camel riders. Laith actually, me Laith, me ride camel to work every day. Wait, no, that's kinda... Is that racist? No, because I'm Laith. I can say stuff like that. Would you look at this? The game recognizes that I've named the character Laith. Therefore, the game has given this kid traits diligent and brave. Very, very accurate. Alright, boys, let's crack on with this war. Lovely and historical. You know we appreciate historical gameplay on this channel. Historically, I have played EU4, but now I'm playing Crusader Kings... Oh my god. 3. Very good. Oh, we're being attacked. Well, that's not a bother, because we have the best army in the world. Historically, whenever Carthage would get attacked, the opponent would just give up and drown themselves in the sea. I know this because I've studied at a university called Pennyfarthing upon Lame's Head, I think. I've studied at so many universities. I have 15 PhDs, and yeah, that's just me. I'm Laith. Crack on, cracking, crack cocaine. We have taken Tunisia. Very good. Now we move over to conquer even more land. Is this how Laith talks? Right, lads. How about we crack this guy's skull open, and then we continue onwards. That's what crack on means. And would you look at this? Because the game recognizes that I am Laith, I basically put in a beta code. It's actually called an alpha code when I do it, because, you know, that's just me. But it realizes that I'm Laith, and it instantly makes any ruler that is also has an ounce of intelligence like I do, because I'm a chaps. Well, then it will automatically make him your vassal, which is very good. And that lets us crack on with our conquest here. Tally-ho, old chaps! Another son. We have Laith, but Laith to the party. Better Laith than never. See you later. But this guy, let me tell you, he's not even strong or that clever. So this one is called Pay My Laith Fee, because I forgot to put money on my goddamn credit card, and my Netflix subscription ran over. Oh, my eyes are starting to feel like sandpaper. I need my glasses. But Laith doesn't wear glasses, so I can't wear them in the video. I'm dedicated to this. Come on, crack on, that's good. That's a war won. Very nicely, very great. Come on, chaps. Listen, I've played this game so much, I know where everything is. I can do this in my sleep. For all you know, I might be using an AI to keep my eyes open. I bet you wouldn't even know. Here we go. Good little bit of battling. Just like I'm battling with my inner demons. And that's the war won. Lovely stuff. Crack on, chaps. Crack on. Right, lads. Let's crack on with another war. Let's go for the Emirate of Fez. Of course, very historically a territory of Carthage. So it's important that we conquer it, because we are Carthage. Carthage. How many times do you think I can say Carthage before I run out of my breath? Sorry, I'm allergic to not thinking about Carthage, because I'm Laith. There you go. Lovely stuff. And the war has cracked on, and we are now chaps enforcing demands. Very good. No, wait, that's Coif. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Let's give this to a local noble, and let's start thinking about where to conquer next. I guess we can take this land down here, the Emirate of Tuat. Right, chaps, let's go to Tuat. Lovely battle, lovely stuff. Right, chaps, we're back, and we're gonna be conquering. Someone's trying to kill me. Yeah, I'd like to see them try. We're gonna redouble guard, so it doesn't happen. Activate that, and my son died. That's not very cool. I would have named him something very funny, but I guess he was a bit late to his own birth, and early to his own funeral. Crack on. We've now reached Exalted Among Men, which is me whenever I'm in the public showers. So we're gonna go to Al-Andalus and conquer a bit of Iberia. I think I'm gonna subjugate this kingdom that is accurately what the Carthaginians would control. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Subjugate Al-Andalus. Now, it's gonna be hard to do on our own, so we can get some great alliances with these alliance generators. I don't know what they're called, I've never seen them in my life. But we can use them to get alliances. It's almost a little bit of an exploit in the game, if you may say. I'll raise the lads and pop over to Gibraltar. Something me as a British person is very, very fond of. Very nice rock. Here we go. We are in the capital. Very nice. Right on, lads. Let's keep cracking. Crack, crack. Very good. Enforce demands. Lovely stuff. Here we go. The siege is over. Nice. We're moving down here. Right on, chaps. Have a bit of my banter here. Like a panther. Panther makes me think of panther. Sorry, that's Koifish talking again. It's astral projecting. Let's see about conquering a bit more here. The siege of Isbilia. I have perfect pronunciation because I speak Arabic, because I'm Laith. Not some imposter just wearing a wig. Jesus. Sorry, no, not Jesus. Here we go. Let's crack on with the war. It just keeps getting in the way. Oh my god. How does Laith do this? Well, Al-Andalus has been conquered, chaps. So we enforce demands, and would you look at that? Carthage historical borders are starting to take shape. Nice. Lovely. That's what I want to see. I like seeing that. I like seeing things. My name is Laith, and I quite like my eyesight. Alright, boys, chaps, we're gonna give this to our kids. Like Laith to the party over here, Laith to the party, but early to get the worm, as they say. Because Andalusians are famous for eating worms. Now, let's keep conquering more lands here. Now, as someone that has studied at many universities and got many degrees, I would say that my favorite degree is a 90-degree angle, but other than that, I know a lot of things about history. And this is about Carthage historical borders. But there is some scholars that, according to them, we actually owned one more piece of land. And that would, of course, be the Tulunid Sultanate over here in Egypt. That's right, the Carthaginians actually built their harbors out of stones, chaps, from the pyramids of Egypt. Actually, that was where I was born, on the top rock of the pyramid. So we're gonna go back to the place of my birth. What if I wore a top bun like this? Mongolian barbecue style. Sorry, it's Koifish talking again. My name is Laith. Right, oh chaps, we have arrived in Egypt, taking a night boat to Cairo as a proper madness style. More British references, Great British Bake Off. More like I'm getting baked off. Well, because we're near the kingdom of Kush. That's just a bit of banter. No drug references. Be damned. Keep on conquering, chaps. We took Sultan Hisam's son, Nasib. And with a little bit of swift conquering, chaps, we have done it. We have taken our chaps and our lads, and we've cracked on. And we have taken the kingdom of Carthage and made it a great and glorious empire. Now, as the true Laith we are, we give all of this to Laith of Carthage. There you go, kid. Oh my god, what happened to your face? That's right. They had to hide it because it was too accurate to Laith, me. So they didn't want to dox the guy, me, chaps. So they had to put a mask on him. It's actually because this character is 21 and me, Laith, in real life, I'm just 19. So because they don't want to break this time-space continuum and show how beautiful I'm gonna get when I'm 21 years old, you know, they can't show his face. Therefore, the game automatically disfigures him. Consider it a sort of debuff. Right, chap lad, we have a little bit more to conquer. Marrakesh, for example, historically part of the Carthaginian borders. But I have football, fencing, and golf practice. I do it combined. I actually both golf, shoot, and putt at the same time. So I'm gonna have to crack on and get this challenge done. What? Whoa! The game has murdered Laith? Sorry, no, that's not how Laith reacts. Laith reacts like this. Ah, you donkey! Ah, this is so annoying! Ah, donkey! Donkey? Stupid game! Oh, stupid game! Ah, come on, that's so annoying. That has ticked me off royally. That has tinkled on my pinky winkle, as they say in England. As we Englishmen say. I'm English. My name's Laith. Oh, but the game recognizes me and instantly gives me a replacement. This is Prince Replacement, and he's here to replace my lost son, because there must always be a Laith. I am the keeper of this title, and when I die, I will pass it on to one of my adopted children. Bye-bye! Right, chaps. Greg's closes in about 5 Tiddlywinkle hours, and because of that, I have to finish this video as quickly as I possibly can. But chaps, I will give you a proper turbo Carthage. It's gonna be grand, it's gonna be glorious, it's gonna be completed. Because it's the one thing Laith never does, that is half-bake things. Trust me, I once ate his buns. No, koi fish. No, can't say that. How does Laith be himself? I'm already tired. I wanna have a nap. I want my glasses back, my eyes kinda hurt. Right, chaps, let's lock in, crack in, and continue to beat this challenge into submission. Did I tell you that I studied at university, and that I'm actually quite, has Laith even studied at university? Yes, he has. He's a clever guy. He's a clever guy, you know. You should be happy to have, wow, is Koifish giving us a heart-to-heart in the video we're supposed to pretend to be Laith? Yeah, sorry, I'm astral projecting again. I mean, you guys should be happy that you have Laith. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Out of all channels you could be watching his, you know, he's a cool guy. Yeah, you should be happy. I mean, yeah, like, I'm a cool guy. I mean, Laith, I mean, me, I'm a cool... Chaps. All I'm saying is there are other YouTubers that are kind of not great people out there. Like this one Koifish guy. 3 things I hate about him. He's Swedish. He's very stupid. Crack on. I feel like I'm a generative AI that has fed itself on its own fumes, and I'm hallucinating Laith stuff. I'm gonna wake up tonight just going, oh, lock in, crack on, chaps, Carthage, and my wife's gonna be like, oh, Koifish, what? It's fine. And I'm gonna be like turning over, and it's gonna be Laith. It's gonna be like, hello, Koifish, and I'm gonna be, ah! Sorry, that's so yeah, that's what's gonna happen tonight. And would you look at that, chaps? We've done it. We have completed yet another great and glorious challenge, because my name is Laith. This is the Laith channel, social stream. He goes by Laith now, right? Yeah, it's not... He dropped the social streamers because he took medication against his split personality disorder. Right! We have played as Amir al-Umarakarov, the Turbo Carthage Grand Emirate, and we have restored the historical borders to Carthage. And if you think this is wrong, well, consult your sources, cite your citations, and I'm gonna prove you wrong in the comments, alright? I don't know how Laith does his outro, but I guess this is the correct time to say, I don't know how Laith does his outro, because, surprise, surprise, I am Koifish, this is an April Fool's joke, and you have been pranked. Sucker! Oh my god, it's a completely different person! This is Koifish! Yeah, hold up. Yes. Rating. If you're wondering why I look red like a tomato, it's because I had this thing in my face the whole time. Even when I opened Discord light mode. Chaps.
Huge shout out to my patrons. Most importantly, RedGuard76, Lewis Wright, Ryan B, Atreides, Blenderman, Crilly, Ghostwolf, JadeOut52, Sjalmi, Luke, Matthew McHugh, Mike473, Mikey Lewis, Original, ShadowSinger, and Tom. Your support means a lot, guys. Whilst you're here, why not watch another video? I mean, it's right there. Just click on it.